Hi everyone! Let's create, appreciate, and F that hate. Welcome back to Nikkaflora! Yes, we are back again, guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are enjoying your weekend like I am. As for me, I've been busy taking care of stuff at home, so I made some new foods I don't normally eat, such as tofu sandwiches and protein-based lunch boxes. So one example of a protein-based lunchbox would be mixed nuts, blocks of cheese, and eggs. I also like to eat bread and fruit with that kind of meal as well. They were all really delicious, and I'm just happy to be eating good food. I'm trying to take better care of my body. So aside from that, I do have more content coming up for this new year. So if you want more creativity tips, if you want to learn how to write stories and personal growth advice, subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for your support. I truly appreciate it. And anyways, let's get on with the video. So today I will be teaching you guys how to achieve your goals like a boss. I know, I even freaking love this title too. This video is kind of a follow-up from my previous one. My previous one was called How to Plan Out Your Dream Goals for 2023. You can click on the link below if you missed that one and would like to watch it. I've also written a blog post about this on my website, Nikkaflora.com. It's called How to Achieve Your Goals Like a Boss, same title as this video. You can also click on the link in the description below if you'd like to read my blog post and learn more info. Before we dive into anything, I'd like to elaborate on what a goal really means. I'm sure many people know what a goal is, but there are some things I'd like to point out. A goal is obviously something you want to achieve in the future. It is your vision, your mission in life. It is something significant to you. When I asked people what their goals were in the past, they mentioned things such as, I want a new car, I want to lose weight, I want to move, or I want a different career. Those are common desires. What I noticed is that while people are clear on what they want in life, they often don't mention a time frame of when they want to make their goals into a reality. Time is what makes a goal different from a desire. And when you add time onto your desire, then it starts to feel more like a goal. For example, rather than saying, okay, I want a new car, what if you said, okay, I want a new car by December 24th. I'll get a new car because it's the holidays and I'll treat myself as an end of the year present. You see how adding a date or a time frame transforms your desire into a goal. Some people are afraid to add the word when because they don't want to be disappointed if they don't get what they want. I understand that, however, I think it's still good to use a time frame anyways, because if you are serious about your goal, the time frame will challenge you to make it happen. Even if you don't have your desire by this specific date, the good thing is that you will have already made progress and it brings you much closer to your goal. So that's what I wanted you to understand about goal setting. Now let's move on to the framework I'll provide. Honestly, there are many methods on how to achieve a goal. I'm just sharing what works for me. The first thing to do is to think about what goals you want to set, and I recommend setting up to 5 goals for this year. It doesn't have to be 5 exactly. Even if you have 1 or 2 goals, that's fine. Do what works for you. I just recommend setting 5 as the max because oftentimes when people set goals, they tend to be long-term and ongoing. For example, if someone said that they wanted to make new friends, for many people, it will take some time to make new friends. If you're a student in school, maybe you don't know anyone and you're tired of sitting alone in the cafeteria, you can try talking to your classmates and build a connection with them. The more you talk to them, the more likely you guys will be friends. That's what I did when I was in school. For college specifically, I chose to go to a school that was farther away. A reason why I did that is because many of the people who went to my high school all went to the same college. um, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to go to the same school, but I just wanted a fresh start and I did not want to see the same people anymore. I needed something new. So, in my college classes, especially freshman year, I remember sitting there and I did not know anyone, which didn't scare me. It's not the first time I've been in this kind of situation, but I started talking to people and made friends pretty quickly. Some of my classmates are my friends to this very day. I'd say the first year was kind of challenging, but then afterwards, my classmates and I got to know each other, so there was always someone to talk to. Even if you're not in school, you can still make friends. You can try befriending your coworkers. You can go to a gym or a cafe and talk to people. You just gotta be open and put yourself out there. Like I said before, it does take time to make new friends, so try not to be disheartened if you don't get what you want right away. Back to thinking about your goals, you'll also need to assess your current situation and give each goal a time frame. So your goals will either be short-term or long-term. This is subjective. So short-term from my perspective is 1 month or less. I don't consider a month to be a long time. As for long-term, maybe your goal would take 6 months or a whole year to complete. Moving on, after you figure out which goals to set, you have to also think about why you want to achieve your goals. This is where you define the benefits you'll receive once those goals are done. Even if it takes time to accomplish your goal, another way to look at this is to also think about what you will gain along the way. I'll come back to the goal of someone wanting new friends. People want new friends because they don't want to feel lonely. They want company to hang out with, and those are the main reasons why. So in this case, you could start thinking about events you want to go to with your friends. It could be a concert, a festival, a trip to the beach, anything really. If you're going through a rough patch and you need support, you can ask your friends for help. If you want to go see a movie or if you want to go to a restaurant, you can go with your friends. Even if you haven't made any friends yet, going out of your way and talking to people will influence you to become more confident. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits ever, and people want to be around someone who has good energy. Of course, you should always be yourself, but at the same time, smiling at people and talking to them does make a difference. So clearly, defining your why will help motivate you to achieve your goals. Think about why you want this particular thing whenever you feel like you're losing interest. After you set your goals and define why they are important, the next thing to do is to make a specialized plan for each goal. Your goals will most likely be different from each other. One example would be, okay, we have someone who has 2 different goals. The first one is to be closer to your significant other. The second goal is to save money every month. For the first goal, there are many things you can do. You can ask your partner how they're doing and talk to them every day. You guys can have a date night every week. You can plan a romantic getaway in a few weeks or a month from now. Start preparing for your vacation together. You can also learn more about your partner's interest. For example, if your boyfriend or your husband likes gardening, maybe you've never gardened before, just ask him to show you how to grow plants, and it could be your guys' new thing that you do together. When you make efforts to be closer to your significant other, they will appreciate it and reciprocate that love back to you. For the second goal, let's say you want to save money every month. First, you figure out how much you want to save. So let's say you want to save $300 a month. If you don't have an income coming in, then most likely you'll have to find a job and then set aside money for your goal. If you do have income from your job or your career, but you're having trouble saving that specific amount, you'll have to do certain things to be able to save $300 a month. You'll have to figure out what's taking away your money. It could be bills, debt, some expensive hobby, or you're spending money on things that you don't really need. Then you have to get rid of these factors. Or if you can't get rid of them, like bills for example, then you have to find ways to lower the cost. When those circumstances are gone or there are less of them, then it's a lot easier to be able to save the amount of money that you want. Also keep in mind, you could be in a situation where you don't really have many liabilities. The problem is just you're not making a livable income. In this case, you'd have to find a better job or you switch to a different career. These two goals I mentioned are very different from each other, and you can kind of see how each of them requires a unique process in order to complete. If you'd like to learn more about developing plans for your goals, you can click on the link to watch my other video. It's called How to Plan Out Your Dream Goals for 2023. As for the final step in how to achieve your goals like a boss, you just need to focus on doing something small every day. One of my favorite quotes is a Chinese proverb which says, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Even when the journey seems long, you just gotta take your first step and keep walking. It's important to do something every day because daily effort builds momentum. I'll give you one last example. So I'll circle back to the saving $300 a month goal. What you can do is open up an account you won't be able to access easily, or you can get a piggy bank. Most months of the year have 30 days in them. So if you do the math, 300 divided by 30 is 10. You can focus on setting aside $10 a day. It seems small, but at the end of the month, you'll have $300. Little changes like that build into something greater over time. Alrighty, let's recap for quick. I listed 4 steps you can do today to help you achieve your goals. The first thing is to think about which goals you would like to set. The second step is to think about why you want to achieve them. Then you make a specialized plan for each goal. Afterwards, you focus on doing something small every day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to learn more about setting and achieving your goals, you can click on the link in the description below to read my blog post. It's the same title as this video, How to Achieve Your Goals Like a Boss, on Nikkaflora.com. You can also join the Nikkaflora fam today by visiting Nikkaflora.com and sign up for my weekly newsletter. We can also connect on social media. You can follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter at Nikkaflora. I'm also going to talk about my newsletter for a bit. First, let me tell you how to sign up. When you go to Nikkaflora.com and scroll the page down, you'll see a section that says Sign up for the Nikkaflora newsletter. Below that is a form where you can enter your name and your email address. After that, just press subscribe. Pretty easy to do. Once you sign up for the Nikkaflora newsletter, you'll receive an email every week. These emails contain exclusive content that isn't found on my blog or any of my social media. I create this VIP content specifically for people who want to grow more as creatives, as well as learn from personal growth experiences. Joining the Nikkaflora newsletter also gives you access to future events, and signing up for the newsletter is free too. You can subscribe to the Nikkaflora channel, give this video a thumbs up, and click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Yeah. Comment down below if you have any goals for this year. Have you thought of ways to make them happen? I'll be back with a new video and blog post next weekend. Until then, let's create, appreciate, and F that hate. Bye, guys!